swinging evening of good time sex fun. So this is it, then it's the Ukrainians. And that's when the sex fun really happens. Or so we've been led to believe. It's the only reason we signed on. There'll be a certain manic edge and an energy to our performance this evening. Is this possibly the excitement of performing in a brand new venue that only slightly resembles the cantina out of Star Wars, in as much as it seems to have been carved out of a solid lump of stone? Or is it the fact that we're just desperate to get home to the whole bottle of rum that we've got left over from previous night's revels? Who can say? In any event, we started with that song, originally a Phillips classic. We jazzed it up and made it more English, and we've included a nice allusion, we feel, to Mr. Nick Clegg and his adherents, who did so much to maintain their credibility as the electorate started to believe in them. They decided to build on that by entering into Abgaratsan, a Faustian pact with a post-Thatcherite, hate-filled xenophobe whose face looks like it's a muffin that's been baked from hatred and piss. Democracy can get into a double-edged sword, and sometimes it feels like it's being hammered right into your vitals in the worst possible way. We're going to do a song about that now. I just have to bend down, change harmonicas, change keys, try and keep this edge of energy and desperation going. Would you like to fill in? I'd say something. Do some of that chanting you do.
Am I doing the desperation fund? Very possibly looking at me.
That was planned in guitar chording. You see, that was it. As long as there's always something happening that maintains the interest of the audience. Because the last thing we want to do is get sidetracked and they find themselves sort of like looking at themselves and their lives and realise how unsatisfying that is. We are here to provide a certain distraction from the harsh realities of living in Happy Hull or even visiting it temporarily. So let's live up to that sacred responsibility. By the way, did I mention we're CrackTown? You may have seen it on the posters. Postmodern country blues fun for guitar pickers, shit kickers and window lifters of all ages and social groups. This is a song in the Cockney Needle idiom, so it's not very country or blues, and basically we've made ourselves liars by saying that we're a country blues band and then doing a Cockney Needle song. Still, fuck it. What songs have you written lately in the Cockney idiom? Or is that too confrontational? It was a bit full on, I do apologise there. It's the echo. It's a huge sense of terrifying space. It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, what other side is it?
Two little guys. And as we consider the failings of the democratic system, let's think that they do have some kind of triumph. As we saw today with the election in Australia of the first Aboriginal MP. You brought that to our attention, didn't you?
Impressed.
Yeah, finally, after many years, they have. You are? 200 years, yeah, of Australian history. They finally got an Abo in the house, as they would doubtless say in their sophisticated way. Although apparently he received a lot of racist hate mail in his outback constituency. And if nothing else, you've got to admire the dedication to racism, people that can write a vitriolic racist letter in desert heat. Apart from anything else, they must have had to keep their wax crayons in the fridge for ages until they could write the fucking things. Morons. Anyway, this is called Quintessential County Council Candidates.
Ruled by ordinary people just like you and me, but only the kind of cash that you can be. A quintessential county council candidate. Been a party member now for 30 years, with an untouchable majority. She's got no fears, she's got taxpayers' money coming out of her ears. She's a quintessential county council candidate. He's a prominent local businessman, wants to help the community to lend a hand by knocking out people's homes and buying the land.